is the Renault of Hulkenberg.
Another accident, this one involving Lance Stroll.
That's George Russell out of this race.
Have you ever noticed that despite Formula One teams spending literally hundreds of millions of dollars on just one car, they often use a wooden plank to cover the flaws of their stunning machine? With all this modern technology, why do they use this archaic material? Initially applied to Formula One cars in 1994, after the Ayrton Senna's accident, this wooden plank was added as a safety measure. It is used as a gauge which restricts the minimum height of the car, forcing the team to raise it, which decreased the downforce acting on the car. But what is downforce? Let's imagine an airplane wing. Usually they have a water drop shape with one side a little straighter than the other. This is totally on purpose. According to the Coanda effect principle, a jet of fluid have the tendency to stay attached to a convex surface, causing the wind to follow the curves of the wing. If we look closely, we'll notice that the biggest curvature is at the top of the wing, generating a lower pressure zone facilitating its passage, hence increasing its speed. Whereas in the bottom, due to the lack of an expressive curves, the air passes straight through, creating a high pressure zone, lowering its speed. With the upper part under low pressure and the bottom with high pressure, the wings tend to lift. But how can we apply this logic to F1 cars? Just turning the wing upside down. If in an airplane we need to take off, in Formula One, we need to stay in the ground as much as possible. The high pressure above the car pushes it against the road, and the low pressure below sucks the car into the road surface. This allows the car to corner more quickly and prevent to overturn. Fun fact, in theory, F1 cars can literally drive upside down due to the amount of downforce applied to them, despite no one was brave enough to test it. If downforce helps a car's handling, why does FIA wants to limit it? Well, downforce is not a good boy as him seems like. It helps corner more efficiently, but at high speed, it pushes too much the cars down, which results the floor to touch the ground completely, interrupting the airflow between them. And through the nature of the ground effects, the car will be suddenly pushed up. This movement happens so quickly that before the air can get under the car, downforce pushes it down again, and so on many times, what turns the driving condition notoriously risky. This phenomenon is called porpoising. The uniform thickness of the plank must be 10 millimeters, and it must have some holes where the difference between before and after the race will be measured. If the plank is deteriorated more than 1 millimeter, the pilot will be disqualified. Amazingly, this method seems to work very well due to the fact that after it was implemented, the F1 didn't register fatal accident for almost 15 years. Definitely, Formula One would not have been the same without this weird solution. Well, I hope you've learned at least one new thing with this video. See you in the next one. Bye.